Hey everyone, welcome back to Tales by Daggerlight. Let's get around to introducing our lovely cast of characters, starting with you.
Okay, so
all
you
not
wanted to go
paying
first?
attention.
Who takes initiative?
I will go
There's
first.
no initiative.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true.
I am Luke and I'm playing Kieran.
This is Jeff, and I'll be playing Kua.
I'm Kevin, and I'm playing Zeph.
Hi, I'm Jen, and I'll be doing Serafina.
Hey, it's John, and Basagar is still alive.
This is Kai, and I'm playing Severian.
And I'm your humble GM, Kurt Wild, here to facilitate the chaos that's about to ensue. But before we do that, let's get into a word from our sponsor.
Before there was a podcast, before the epic quests and near disasters, there was a cafe in Concord, North Carolina, Luck Factory Games. That's where we found Daggerheart, each other, and the spark that became Tales by Daggerlight. With walls lined with games, a community that loves stories, and tables waiting for the next adventurer, it's a place where legends begin. Start your own story at luckfactorygames.com.
In every city, every kingdom, there's a story that never sees the light. The one that falls through the cracks, bleeds through the floorboards, and smiles when the sun finally goes down. Where heroic promises, broken oaths, bad decisions, and desperate prayers all sit at the same table. 6 heroes emerge out of the edge of the shadows. Kieran.
No matter what, there will be consequences.
Zeph.
That asshole didn't die.
Pinakua.
You said we were talking, but you're not saying a lot.
Serafina.
Look, I have the voice of an angel. We all know.
Severian.
It's not a murder if he's food.
And Basagar.
We need to get to the castle.
Together, they walk the line between mercy and ruin, rolling bones against hope and fear in a world that wants them obedient, or worse, dead. So lace your boots, check your blades, and hold your breath. Meet us at the blade's edge. Once this story starts, it doesn't let you go. This is Tales by Daggerlight.
What did we do last couple sessions? Man, I killed all of you. Not all of you, most of all of you. Serafina and Basagar, you guys were the last ones to not
away.
die, to survive in this weird vision that was shared between all of you. And you came back to yourselves in the back chambers of St. Keveran's Hollow, shaken by a vision that felt far too real. Prince Wilhelm lay on the edge of death while Father Ulrich poured everything he had into bringing him back. And then when Wilhelm finally spoke, it was not with comfort, but with warning. He spoke of blood in the streets, roots tearing through Varelia, and the royal bloodline being hunted. Everything sounding so familiar. Then Father Ulrich gave voice to a truth none of you could ignore. The Lumora have marked you, and you have now been drawn into something far greater than yourselves. Exhausted, battered, and now burdened by what you know. You took what little rest you could, tried to steady your nerves, and prepared yourselves for the road ahead. That rest did more than give you a moment to breathe. Basagar's little strange companion, Mista, changed into something new. Zeph spoke with his sword, Elindra, and all of you were left wrestling with the same hard truth. You cannot unsee what you were shown, and you cannot pretend this danger was just a fleeting vision. So with Wilhelm still in danger, and Prince Rydian still somewhere above, you chose to move. You left the hollow and made your way back out through the gutter run, but the city was no longer a simple city, which it never really was. But every alley felt like a warning. Every quiet street felt like the calm before the storm. And then Ishava found you. Bells sounded from the alley, and out stepped the half-orc with a loaded crossbow dripping with black poison, along with a hidden backup crew awaiting in the shadows. What followed was fast, sharp, and ugly. Zeph was hit. The fight nearly erupted into a street-side slaughter when Kua, Kieran, and the rest of you moved quickly to turn the ambush back on them. In the end, though, you stopped just short of killing him. Basigar and Zeph forced Ashava to understand exactly what stood in front of him, and battered, cornered, and bleeding, Ashava backed down and pulled off his people rather than die in the street for a job that had already gone bad. After that, you kept moving because staying still meant getting caught. As familiar Varelian guards swept the area searching for Wilhelm, you were forced to hide your way through the city, ducking into stalls, slipping beneath kiosks, and making yourselves a little smaller while armed men searched only mere feet away. One wrong move could have brought the whole district down on top of you. But somehow you made it through, and at the threshold leading upward with watchful eyes on you and danger still at your backs, Kieran stepped forward with Wilhelm and carried you through with just enough poise and just enough truth. And so, with the vision of ruin still hanging over your heads and the city tightening around you, you stepped at last into Ash Realm. And that's where we're going to pick up. Where do you guys go? What do you guys see? Who wants to describe what they see for me?
I think as we walk through the gates into Ash Realm, we're first greeted by this opulent main road, just flanked by countless mansions and large, very ornate buildings. There are all sorts of gardens and architectural pieces just to make it look as nice as possible. It's clear not all of it has been taken care of as much as it should have been to make it as nice as it probably once was. But for the most part, this is a place of wealth and overwhelming posturing.
The residents here on either side, the homes of Ash Realm, they are already within or have would have drawn themselves shut behind heavy doors. You can catch glimpses, a silhouette crossing a window or on a balcony, a faint echo of laughter from somewhere high above, a piano, distant, delicate notes bleeding through the stillness before vanishing again. The silence here is not empty, it is deliberate, controlled. Every footstep that you make towards the Ash Realm here is just a touch too loud, it seems like. Every whispered word seems to travel farther than it should. Ahead, a pair of gore-bound sentries move along their patrol. Their armor is dark steel, edged in silver, shaped to be both elegant and unforgiving, catching the lamplight in sharp lines. Deep-colored cloaks bearing the subtle sigil of the Gorlitch castle stir slightly as they walk. Their movements are measured, they are unhurried, and kind of shows the confidence born from knowing no one dares to cause trouble up here. You notice them, they notice you. Not without any open challenge, but with practiced scrutiny. A lingering glance that weighs on your weapons, your clothes, and your purpose. One of them adjusts a grip on his halberd, not out of fear, but out of habit, muscle memory. The other's gaze lingers long enough to make it clear in Ash Realm, nothing goes unseen. You can see multiples of these sentries walking through the corridors. It seems like it is a practiced rhythm of making sure that there are no blind spots. Every foot of this district can be seen by some guard. The air is cooler up here. Take that as you will. It might be good to you. It's cleaner than it is down there in the gutter run. There is a faint scent of flowered oils, burned incense drifting from some unseen balcony, overlaying the distant, smokier breath of the city that lies beneath. As you step further in, the wide avenue forks between two rows of towering estates, much like Luke had described. each within its own crest, its own style of lanterns, its own quiet promise of power. Somewhere, a clock tower chimes the late hour as it dissonance off in the distance, deep, resonant, and slow. When the final note fades, the hush settles again like a velvet curtain. You are in the Ash Realm now, where the wealth sleeps behind locked gates, power watches you from every tower, and even the silence feels curated.
Kieran. Zeph kind of walks up near Kieran. Feeling awfully exposed out here. Is there any way we could maybe get under some cover?
Wilhelm, I'll ask you to take the lead here. We will be... Everyone, please act like you belong here.
Kua just kind of holds still.
Right. Are we going right to the castle? I'm assuming this is...
Where's your father?
He's in Gorlitch.
I think that's stop number 1, yeah.
Okay, a few things that I need to say before we get there. He kind of like stops and kind of like looks at, you can hear the footsteps of a gore-bound sentry walking by. They look at you, they kind of stop. They see Prince Wilhelm. They kind of stop and, Your Majesty, out late this evening? Oh, yeah, we're heading back to the house right now. Oh, well, where do you come from? That is not of your concern. I am out with my friends. And the other guy goes, farewell. All right. Just be off the streets. You know the curfew. And he kind of stops, goes, all right, get back to it. I'm going to go see my father. You don't want me to have any bad reviews, do you? And he goes, no, Your Highness. We'll stay vigilant. They start walking off.
Laying it on a little thick there, Will.
I don't know what... I've never been out this late.
Just go.
Oh, yeah, it's... All right. Like I said, we'll just walk and talk. Look, they know we're here. We don't have to hide or be stealthy unless you want to. That typically causes more problems if you sneak.
Lovely. This place makes my scalp itch. Let's go.
It's lovely, isn't it?
No.
Right. He leads you towards the direction of the omnipresent castle that has lorded over your vision, your life ever since you were a child. Every time you look up in the morning, you are in the castle's shadow. The only time that you are free of its watch is when the sun is high in the sky, when it crests over the castle battlements. You can see it, lanterns glowing in the distance. You see a long bridge that bridges the gap from the Ash Realm all the way up to Castle Gorlitch, that rests on the Gorlitch Mesa. It is heavily guarded. You see guards on every balcony of the castle. There's battlements with multiple sentries moving, walking to and fro. This isn't new for most of you. This is new, maybe for Basigar and Severian, but
and Kua.
And Kua. But this is a sheer force of power. But this is every day, especially here lately. But he leads you over. All right. When we pass by the Gorlitch, we mustn't not look at them in the face, especially if they don't know you. Like Kieran said, act like you belong. If you shed one tear of fear, if you show 1 ounce of that you don't belong, that you are from other lands, I to be honest, I'm not sure how this is going to go with everybody here, but just follow my lead, stay behind Kieran and I, and you should be fine.
Zeph kind of falls back a little bit and just mumbles under his breath, we are so fucked.
As Zeph does that, Seraphina kind of straightens her shoulders, fluffs her hair a little, floats up right next to Prince Wilhelm, puts her arm through his, and says kind of loudly in a very cheerful voice, "Oh, Wilhelm, I'm so excited to go see the castle. Thank you so much for inviting me and my protection to come and see it. This is so wonderful."
Yes, you don't have to be so overdramatic, but
Have you met her?
Kua just kind of nods along
Sweetheart,
silently.
that's my deal.
Oh, all right. Well, right this way. He leads you over. He leads you to a couple of gore-bound guards. They are standing at attention with halberds at the ready as they see you guys approach. They are guarding the entrance or the walkway up to the stairway to the Gorlitch castle. He stops. "Prince Wilhelm, who are your guests?" "Oh, I bring Seraphina. You might recognize her. She's been performing here for a while.
She just gives the guards a little wink and blows him a kiss.
Okay. Who's the rest of your party? I want to hear it from them." He's looking at Severian.
Severian has tried to straighten up, but he has an almost permanent kind of hunch from walking on all fours and being bent over in agony. "I'm a leopard."
They look at each other. Their hands go a
It's not
little
contagious,
tighter.
I promise.
Kind of put in, goes, "Lord Wilhelm, you know this is not safe to bring to the castle. Your uncle is already in dire straits."
Sir, if I may, I am one of Lady Sylvain's. This one is with me. Special project, you know.
He kind of stops, kind of like looks over. She said she was looking for you. Do not let him out of your sight.
I wouldn't at the best of times.
Okay. The other guy goes, "You said it wasn't contagious. It looks contagious. What's what do you
That's just how he is. He's not sick. Well, physically.
Have you taken him to the infirmary?"
That might be best.
Yes, I'm not feeling very firm.
Sounds like he's got a fever. All right.
Severian gets pretty close to them and just kind of starts scratching.
Just look, stay back. What about you, big guy?
I think Basagar is still kind of in his head. He acknowledges and looks at the guard. He feels himself or thinks that he's reaching for his chest, but he actually doesn't. And he just kind of just stares past the guard and says, "I'm with my cousin Seraphina. We are her warriors."
I'm sorry. Did you say cousin?
Yes.
I don't even want to fucking know that. All right. What about you two? You're way out of your home. Haven't seen one of you here in a while.
Zeph gestures at Seraphina and kind of puts his arm up on Kua's shoulder. Backup dancers.
Kua kind of pats Zeph's arm and sets it aside and kind of straightens himself, pulling himself up to his full height, which is a little bit taller than most Onyx kin. And in a very rehearsed fashion, I am Pinakua, assistant to the King's Fool.
The King's Fool? I haven't seen them in a hot minute. Are you sure you're in the right spot? They left a long time ago. You know that, right?
I am where I am meant to be at all times.
I don't think that's how it works. All right. Well, Lord Wilhelm, Kieran, they are in your company. You are fully responsible for their actions.
I'm getting softer.
Thank you, sir. We will get going now.
You see him go over. He kind of like walks over. You see him. He's like doing some type of hand gesture up to the other guards, and he's saying that there's 7 coming up. They're sign language going up to him. I know you guys can't. I'm not doing sign language, so I'm not that cool.
The listeners don't know that.
Yeah, you're like
on your phone.
Perfect interpretation of Varillian sign language that just happened there. But you look up the long stairway going up to the castle. It's roughly about, I'd say, 250 to 300 steps going up towards the main gate. If there's anything you guys want to talk about on the way up, now's the time to do it.
Can't believe they let us through. Holy shit.
That was quite possibly the worst performance of any given individual trying to get past guards I have ever seen. And I've seen this quite a few times.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't just throw us out on the spot.
It's probably because of me.
I think it's absolutely because of you. Good job, Wilhelm.
Well, yeah, this isn't the first time I've brought strangers and friends to the castle.
Nice. Your reputation precedes you.
Yeah.
Well, I must assume this is only like the 3rd time at most.
At most, maybe. Yeah. Well, we there's this kind of new craze going around the castle, and it's kind of like a game. It's that bringing strangers and friends that I've met in Ash Realm up.
Who told you about this?
Who plays this game?
Just everybody that can.
So what happens to these friends and strangers
in the game? Oh, well, we sit down, we tell stories, and usually stay up way too late, get rather inebriated with wine, and they're gone by the time I wake up.
They're gone by the time you...
Yeah. I just assumed that they had left throughout the night.
Every time.
Well, yeah.
Everyone that you bring in disappears while you're unconscious.
Just sleeping. But I don't know. It's just now that you say it like that, now I'm starting to worry.
Yeah. Remind me not to fall asleep around you while we're here.
Yeah, and also maybe you shouldn't drink anything this evening, Will. Maybe keep your wits about you.
Well, no, we're not here to play a silly game. We're going to my father. My father's in danger, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not just saying it because we don't want you to get drunk. We also don't want somebody to poison you.
She has a point.
Oh.
Yeah. Actually, just in general...
Why would anybody want to do that? I mean, I know, not now I know, but...
Right. For that reason.
Huh.
And just in general, we are really dumb. The fact that we just walked up to 2 gates, knowing everything that we know, I think that
was a little easier than it normally is.
Well, I mean, we almost delivered ourselves right back into what we saw in that dream, so... Might I suggest an abundance of caution going forward?
The Ashram Guard is organized differently than the rest of the guard throughout the city. If all of them are complicit, then this city would have fallen far, far sooner.
Sure, but walking up to that first gate was really stupid.
But it worked.
Barely. I'm just saying, from here on out, let's assume that everyone is after us, because it's probably not far from the truth.
We have a reason to be here, and thus far, they have not been acting quite so openly until, well, there was a reason to in our vision.
Let's keep our wits about us. This whole thing has me on edge.
what wits we do possess among the
Okay, fair.
7 of us.
Fair point, fair point. Okay. 7.
Yeah, well,
Oh, yeah, 7.
What? What?
Nothing. No. Keep going.
He's just making Kieran's point about our wits.
He kind of stops and takes a break. He goes, okay, just hold on a sec. He steps. I'm apparently not as well of shape as you guys are. Hold on, just give me a second. I will warn you that this next group up here, they will search you. So if you have anything that you don't want to be found, okay, I suggest you do something about it now. And he kind of looks over the edge of the...
what would they not let us take in?
Yeah.
Anything too powerful, magic, weapons, really anything that could be used against the family. If you want, they might check them in, but they're not going to just let random strangers in with a horde of weapons, especially if there's danger about.
How do they look for these things? Like, do they just kind of do a little pat down?
Yeah, they'll do a pat down.
Okay. Hey, Cousin Bass, do you think you could maybe, put his sword in your bark for a minute so that they don't take his sword? Because I feel like they would take his sword, Zeph's.
Well, he could also just add his sword to the collection on Severian's back. I mean, if we're going down the route of shoving swords through people...
Well, I mean, I wasn't suggesting we shove it through Bass, but I'm just thinking, like, while Sev's swords are very sharp and very dangerous, they don't talk to people. That there might be, like, a little bit of, like, a different category.
I'm assuming your sword won't arbitrarily speak.
No.
I don't think it'll be an issue above the rest of the issues we're already going to be facing.
All right.
Hope so.
And now they will confiscate all of our weapons.
Well, of course not.
Typically, if there's any mundane weapons that you can... and it really depends on how well either I can convince them that you guys are here as my protection and my guards. Maybe we can go that route. You guys really not tired? Jeez. With this
It's been a long day.
At this point, I just kind of gently put my hand on Will's back and just gently just keep moving him along.
Okay.
Still just kind of blank, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
I reacted and acknowledged Seraphina and her comment, but didn't act upon it. And just keep going.
Okay. You're getting to the point where you're within earshots of the gore-bound guard up top, and these guys are bigger, beefier. They got more regalia on. Their armor is shinier. Like, these guys are making a statement with their armor. He kind of stops, and he's got this full helm with almost like slits that go up at an angle and kind of create these points and almost very kind of insect-like. Or
GM, is this like the final door into the castle?
yes,
Okay.
Yeah, this will be going into the castle walls, not necessarily into the castle proper. This is into the property, like the interior of the battlements, going inside. As they kind of stop, one of the guards looks at you.
All right, you've gone far enough. Prince Wilhelm, do you account for this group?
Yes, I do. They are here, for my protection. Apparently, I've stayed out past my curfew, and they helped me along the way, kept me safe, and alive. But yes, please, I count for them. they're good. Yeah, they can go through unchecked.
Nobody goes through unchecked.
Kind of like steps aside as both of the guards kind of stand facing each other. Kind of look over. One guard kind of like looks down towards you. Like you see him kind of like tilt his head and kind of like look at you.
Fuck.
All right. The other guy speaks through a muffled voice, talking through his helm.
There's been some downfalls with the king. We are strictly keeping the doors locked. We are not allowing any strangers in at this time. Can you give me one good explanation why I should let you in these doors?
You got it?
About to find out. I'm going to spend a hope to activate Bold Presence
Okay.
on Zeph as he pulls himself up to his full height and seems to swell even larger than he looks initially.
Could we tag team this?
If you have the hope to spend, and if you want to, absolutely.
I got hope.
Yeah.
mean,
He's all how fucking good.
oh, and also don't forget everybody's got their rally dice, the D6.
Yep. Did you do your prayer dice? And
I did.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Rolled like dog shit. 1, 2, and 3.
Oh.
Delightful. Okay, so it's three hope to.
Yeah, you got to spend 3 hope to activate the tag team.
Okay.
And then whoever you want to tag team with, they don't have to spend any hope, but they get to add whatever rolls. So
Okay.
yeah, if you're gonna make whatever roll you're gonna make, they can do it as well, and then stack.
Okay, so I also have Deaf Deceiver, which means I can spend an additional hope, which I do have, to gain advantage on a roll to deceive or trick someone into believing a lie you tell them.
Okay. All right. So that'll be a presence roll. So
And-
both of you, go ahead.
Yeah, and like I said, Zeph,
Presence.
as he activates that Bold Presence, will kind of swell up even more than he physically seems. So it's like he takes up a larger space all of a sudden and says, well, things aren't going well in the castle, then I would think the young prince should have his escort to make sure he's safe.
Please explain your tag. Well, what do you guys do to help each other out here? And both of you make a presence roll. You get to choose the higher one.
Yeah, what is Seraphina doing? Because that was Zeph's play.
Yeah.
So
And Seraphina is still right next to Wilhelm with her arm around him. And she just looks at the guard and smiles and says, I mean, we definitely don't want anything bad to happen to the lovely prince. So we were, guiding him home safely.
Okay.
so I'm also going to spend a second hope to use Fast Talker
Okay.
as an experience on this.
Spend them if you got them.
All right. So
I don't like how you said that.
let me make sure I know what we're doing. Okay, so I get advantage, which is a D6.
You add a
Yeah,
D6
add a
to your
D6.
total.
Then you add your presence plus, right?
Yep. And then any experiences, if you have any extra, if you have hope left.
I do have one
Okay.
more hope. I
Yep.
could, but that's blowing all my hope.
I can refill you. You're welcome.
Thanks, Seth. All right, so I'm gonna use silver tongue.
There you go. Yep.
Interesting.
Uh-oh.
Okay. And that is okay.
You two
So
almost have
that's-
the opposite roll.
So it's okay. Just on the hope and fear dice, it's a 19 with hope,
Nice.
There you go.
and I got a
Gain the hope
+2
back.
for advantage, so that's a 20.
That's 21.
21 +3 for my +3 on presence.
It's 24.
That's 24. Oh wait, and +2 for silver tongued.
Nice.
26.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
With
on,
hope.
on my dice, Zeph rolled a 13 with fear.
Okay.
But with all of his bonuses, it's a 20 with fear.
Nice.
Wow.
Which, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think you gain hope or fear as a tag team.
No, I think
We
you do.
choose which one.
We choose who does it, and then so we're
definitely
picking me.
it's hers, and we would both gain
You
a
both
hope.
And
get
we both
hope.
gain a hope.
Yep. Sweet.
For
I'm
now,
not
I'll
e-
give you one more hope with my prayer dice, and I'll hang
Okay.
up.
Okay.
Yeah. So I will. I'm not even going to roll a instinct check on that because there's ain't no way. You blew past their difficulty. He kind of like looks. Both of them kind of like square up at each other and kind of like turn very militantly. You hear like the chinking of the armor kind of go through. They kind of look at each other, kind of look over, look down at Wilhelm. The other guy eyeballs Kieran and eyeballs the rest of you. Kind of looks down at the other two guards, and the other two guards are like looking up, and then as soon as they see him look, they kind of like turn around really quick and snap back to attention.
All right. Who am I to stop the prince and his escorts? It's fine. Just tell me where your destination is.
I'm going to see my father. I don't know where else I would go.
Go straight there. Do not go in the king's quarters or in his wing of the castle.
I think I was okay. Why would I do that?
Now I really want to.
Yeah. And kind of like goes through, gives you guys a thumbs up as he kind of turns his hand, turns around, kind of turns back around and goes, "Thank you, gentlemen. You're doing deity's work out here." Kind of like hits him on and you see the guy just go, "Fucking prince."
Thank you, your highness.
And Prince Wilhelm walks through with you strapped to his elbow,
like arm in arm, and she's kind of just like flying very like, I fucking belong here.
Trailing behind everyone, Kieran kind of like gives them a slight nod, like, your discretion will be rewarded.
Thank you, your highness.
I'd like to, as we kind of walk past, just whichever one's closest to me, just kind of turn and say, is there anything you can share about this threat that we may be better armed to with the knowledge of what may be news to us just returning to the castle?
Heard that there was some chatter going down in Gutter Run. Kind of made their way up here. There was plans on something over in Lowthorn as well. There's some type of event tonight that something was going to go down in.
Thank you for your kindness.
All right.
And I continue walking.
That sounds ominous.
they kind of snap back to, you hear the halberds kind of like go back into position. You enter the Gorlitch Castle grounds. Gorlitch Castle is very, best way to put it, maybe Gothic architecture. It's if you picture like the super ornate architecture and the designs and a lot of points and towers and spikes and dark colors and themes.
Flying buttresses.
There are what looks like some type of gargoyle-like animals, statues. It is as Gothic as a Gothic castle could get. But you walk in, oddly empty. There might be some gore-bound guards walking, kind of talking to each other. They see you. They kind of like double take a little bit, but don't pay you any mind. If you got past two sets of guards, you belong here. You're not causing any trouble. But leading up into the castle proper, Wilhelm is making a beeline. He's not going towards the main entrance. He's kind of like walking off to the side where it looks like another wing of the castle. There's another second entrance that would be for the secondary family, the brothers, sisters, and so forth.
As we're following Wilhelm, Zeph will also say, "Look, y'all, I know our plates are pretty full right now, but if we get an opportunity, I really think we need to put that knowledge that we have to use. Remember the slimes down in the sewer and that corruption? I think we really should investigate that if we have a chance. I've been thinking about it. We have knowledge that we wouldn't have had otherwise. We should use it."
Is that the best use of our time?
Not right now. Like I said, I know our plate's full. I'm not saying we should go and abandon this for that, but if we have an opportunity, I think we should keep that one in mind.
We can also see if we can have others at least clear out the sewers.
but it's certainly a point of interest. That
what can only be described as the holy mission that has been granted to us by Lumara itself. I think cleaning out sewers is, well, not below us. Below us.
I mean, you would think, but there was certainly something down there that seemed linked to the corruption that we've been seeing. And if there's a link, even if it seems like a dirty job, which I agree it would be,
I'm not averse to dirty jobs, but I believe that is more of a symptom rather than a cause.
Let us keep our eyes and ears peeled for reason and answers as to what might have been happening. And then we can deal with the task of physically removing it and investigating when we have the time.
I can't get out of my head. All right.
Keep it on your mind.
The door to the infirmary is this way. If you do need to go, you said you need to go to the infirmary.
He's fine, Wilhelm. It's okay. He was just trying to get past the guards.
I mean, he's seriously got a condition.
No, he's actually okay.
Physically well.
Yeah, he's firming right back up. He's fine.
I don't know. He does look a little soft right now.
Severian is very curious as to how it smells here now that we've reached the castle.
It smells incredibly clean. Not nearly as dirty and grungy as it did down there in the gutter run. There is just a odd familiarity to it. Like it smells vaguely like home.
Oh, nice.
It's like I said, odd. Just a faint hint of it, but
so clean that it's almost stale.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it is a castle, but it's up above the city. It doesn't have the refuse that the city has. It's the groundskeepers keep it fairly neat. It's just a strike, opposite. Whenever you can look down and see the gutter run, and then compared to this, but Prince Wilhelm goes to one of the doors, opens it up, kind of like looks in. He goes, "All right, my father's quarters is this way. His lantern is lit, which means he is home. So I don't know how we want to do this. I mean, you guys had the vision that I had, so
after you, Prince, I'm thinking you should probably at least introduce us and vouch for us.
Yeah.
And then I guess we take it from there.
Yeah, and as he kind of goes toward the door, Seraphina kind of flies back a little bit over to Basigar and sort of lands on his shoulder and like kind of puts her hand on like the side of his mushroom cap and leans in and goes, "Cuz, are you doing all right? You're very quiet. I mean, quieter than usual."
He continues to kind of just look towards the door that we're walking towards and goes, "Yeah, I'm good."
You sure? We're in the castle. We did it.
We did. And you can just tell that his tone is flat. As he is just replaying every single thing that has happened or could have happened.
Yeah.
You do probably pick up that there are moments where he's reached for his chest just to kind of like, it's "I'm still here" kind of thing, or like it's almost like an itch. But he turns over and looks at you and goes, "I'm good. We're here."
Cool. I want you to make a knowledge check for me, please.
I'm really good at those. Any general information you can give me about what the knowledge what am I trying to recall?
It's more of the moment you walk into this hallway, it's brighter than you saw it out in the courtyard outside. You hear laughter. You see children running down the hallway. It's daytime outside when it was just nighttime. I want you to see if you can comprehend that this is almost like a memory or if this is a vision.
Okay. was going to try and use one of my experiences, but I don't think anything fits.
Okay.
So that is going to be a 15 with fear.
With fear.
Don't forget you have your rally dice in case you need it.
Okay.
Okay. The moment you walk in through, you don't see your friends anywhere. They are gone. Like I said, you hear laughter, you hear the sounds of children, you see little girls and boys running down the hallway, giggling, chasing each other like it's some child's game, playing tag, or a couple girls running away from a young boy. Kind of like you kind of spin around and watch it. You feel just the sense of belonging here. There's a moment you remember walking down this hallway. This memory kind of clips off, and you hear a piano playing in the distance. It's playing a very, very, very familiar tune to you as you start moving down towards the door. It's a door. You go down the hallway, very, very ostentatious, hallway. The marble floors with tapestries and oil paintings of family members that you remember talking to. But yeah, as you turn and go and look into the music hall, there's a woman sitting at a piano playing that very familiar tune, that tune that you heard that woman singing to you whenever you had that memory of the factory not too long ago. Same melody, same jaunty tune. She stops, eyeballs you out at the corner of the side, turns. Are you ready?
Of course.
Good. Then memory fades. You're back. Just a sharp difference between then and now. Your friends, you guys watch as he stepped inside the hallway, kind of turned around, looking down, almost. Well, you tell me, what was your reaction to all of that?
I think an immediate shock, just the jarring nature of going from nighttime to daytime, and then almost a sense of relief, seeing and hearing all of this joy and life in the castle, almost a memory of a better time.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of going from this tension and stress and everything that we've been fighting through for the last couple of days throughout the city, and just feeling that sense of warmth and welcome. And I think he would have almost immediately started trying to walk towards the hall that you described, almost as if, in this memory, I assume he was going to the music hall for a lesson or something, and just immediately, it's time for my lesson, and starts walking down the hallway, going where he belongs.
Yeah, you guys watch as Kua, almost muscle memory, just kind of stops, maybe laughs to himself a little bit. No real reason. There's nobody in this hallway, and you can kind of watch him kind of just track down the hallway as if somebody was running by, and he walks down towards a room. Do you start humming the song?
As I get to the room, I think, not until I'm to the room, or at least to the door, and then kind of start humming along, almost in preparation, but as I'm walking down the hallway or walking through the room or up to that area, kind of just respecting everybody else's place. As while I belong, I don't belong.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to, in my memory, as somebody comes down the hall, the group might see me kind of step to the side almost and make my way as unseen as I can.
Mm-hmm.
But as I start getting towards the end of the hall, towards that door, start humming it almost involuntarily.
As soon as you guys watch him walk into that music hall, it's dark. There's nobody in there. You kind of shake your head as she asks, "Are you ready?" and disappears. Kind of look back. You turn, look back, and see your friends maybe looking at you odd. You turn around, and the room is on fire. You see flames furling up the curtains, the tapestries melting and falling down, the oil paintings melting and bubbling, and almost looks like the paintings themselves are a grotesque version of the people that are in them. They catch, as you watch the canvas kind of like burn by because the oil catches flame. You see around you there are bodies on the floor, the piano strings destroyed and pulled apart. There's what looks to be like somebody in the middle of the room, like crawling and like pulling themselves to you. They have a dagger of some sort kind of like shoved in their back, and she grabs your ankle. Just save us. And she disappears. The vision goes blank. I need you to mark a stress.
And I think what the rest of the group would see as that vision takes on is I just freeze. Just completely rock solid, almost processing that I'm not experiencing reality currently, but also just the shock of going from that happy moment to suddenly everything is destroyed. Mm-hmm. So I just physically freeze and maybe almost hear the joints of my stone body kind of creak and tighten.
You hear, as Wilhelm is kind of like shaking your arm and kind of like holding you like you are rock solid. You cannot move you. He goes, guys, I think something's wrong with your friend.
I think Basagard like follows Wilhelm's lead as he's walking towards him and kind of just gently put a hand on his shoulder. Kua. And just like nudging you a bit to shake you out of this, hopefully.
And as I kind of start hearing everybody again, just, did you all see that as well?
See what?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I'm not sure if that is something I should be listening to, or if it was a memory. The Lemora told us to listen and that they would guide us, but I experienced a memory of this place, a happy memory. There's laughing and song and...
You've been here before?
I suppose. I must have been. I was created here, though I don't remember much of my time here. It's been some time since I've been, and there was not much to remember once we left. There's much to learn, and well, I was only a few days or weeks old at the time. But then it all changed, and there was more death and destruction, very much like the vision we all shared. They asked me to save them as they died.
They who?
And he just kind of trails off for a moment. I don't remember. All of them.
Seems we all need a bit of rest. We should hurry this meeting along with your father. And
right this way.
Severian walks up to Kua just before we get going, and he just grabs whatever part of you he can feel very quickly. It looks at Kieran. It's hard as a rock.
Yes, Severian, I am quite firm.
I think it's going to be okay.
And Kua kind of relaxes. You hear the stones kind of rattle back into place, almost like a small rock slide, just everything kind of... And he kind of glances across the room once more. His eyes kind of stop on the piano for just a moment longer than anywhere else, and then turns to join the group and walk away.
The piano is intact. It's just waiting to be played. But yeah.
And I'm assuming that this is just one of the off wings, not towards the king's wing.
Yeah, this is the
family or entertainment
the
wing.
families, the
okay.
families, almost like the secondary families quarters. Wilhelm goes, all right, do you want me to go speak to my father alone and then bring him here, or do you want to meet me in our quarters?
I feel like inside the quarters where we could have some privacy is probably best.
Okay, yeah, follow me. Leads y'all to the door and kind of goes, okay, I don't know what I'm going to be stepping into. This is way past my curfew, so one moment. He kind of like opens the door, kind of like, Mother, I'm home. Where the fuck have you been? And goes, the door shuts a little bit.
Look, I didn't go anywhere dangerous. Everything is fine. I definitely didn't get into any trouble.
And you hear like behind muffled door, and he goes,
Do you understand how late it is out? There are people dying out in the streets. Our family is in danger.
As this happens, Kieran's actually going to like prop open the door a little bit and just slip inside.
Okay.
Not saying anything, just
kind of slip in. You hear Mother kind of goes up. Honey, Rydian, it's fine. Look, he's obviously safe. Look, he was out with Kieran. Like, it's fine. And Prince Rydian looks at you, goes, what did we say last time? It is dangerous out in these streets for everybody, you included.
We are well aware. This was an extraordinary circumstance.
At least you're safe. It's fine. All right. Well, Wilhelm, you got your chores to do. And he goes, Dad, we have servants for that. Rydian looks and goes, you know, we are not raising you that way. Kind of comes in and he kind of looks and, all right, well, have you heard about the news? Again, you guys hear muffled conversation.
Could we take a short rest while this is...
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've heard quite a bit. Depends what you're referring to specifically.
Well, speaking of my brother,
So the rest of us we can all take a short rest?
Yeah. If you were standing out here in the hallway, not doing it, if you're listening, you can take a short rest if you need to. Your father, his health is diminished.
It has been that way for quite some time. Has something changed?
We are not expecting the night.
Tonight?
Possibly, yes. We are gathering clerics. Not clerics. That's a different system. Seraphs. We're gathering seraphs. Healers of any kind. To be at his side, maybe to prolong the inevitable, but something happened. There was a dramatic decrease in his health.
Do they know the cause?
No, we don't. We assumed it was just the illness taking full effect, but I would say that you might be needed. He was asking for you by name.
Thank you, Uncle.
Thank you for keeping Wilhelm safe.
Now, before I go see him, there are others with us that, should be introduced.
Okay.
But
yeah,
I will leave
now's not the time for us to go anywhere.
I will leave that to them. I will go see my father.
Right. I would make haste. You can use...
And by that point, Kieran's already vanished.
Gone. God, I hate it when he does that. All right, Wilhelm, hurry up and get your chores done. We do have places to be. We might need to make our way over to the king's quarters. And he goes and opens. You guys hear the door open to Rydian's estate. Kind of steps in and goes, "What the fuck? Who are you?"
Kieran didn't. Wilhelm didn't. God damn it.
During this short rest, if you would allow me, I would like to prepare.
Mm-hmm.
And by prepare, I would like to try and listen in on this conversation through the walls.
Yeah, both Bass and Serafina are like this.
Nice.
Make that 3 of us. I'm glad that we all in silence agreed to what we were doing.
You're doing the whole 1 cup.
Yeah, all of us are like,
Yeah, Seraphina's on the bottom, then you're in the middle, then Baskar's on the top.
I'm right in between everyone else's legs.
And Kieran is deliberately was speaking softly enough where he could barely be heard even through the door.
Oh,
but
Ridian wasn't. Ridian was not. You probably did not hear any of Kieran's side of the conversation.
Okay.
But you definitely heard Prince Ridian's.
We heard your father from Prince Ridian, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So during this short rest, you are preparing to listen. I'm not.
We're
What are
preparing
you
for our
preparing for?
interaction.
We're preparing for the
to
interaction.
interact with
Okay,
them
yeah,
by listening.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
And regetting their hope in the process.
You're getting hope in process.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had to do hit points and armor, so
Okay.
I'm not
I
participating in this.
also did
Yeah.
armor because
Okay.
you can do 2 things.
For our
and
listeners,
Yep.
as this interaction was happening between Kieran and Prince Ridian, a lot of eyes were shifting towards Kieran, and a lot of information has been revealed to players. Maybe not necessarily characters yet.
What is Severian doing?
I was just doing the same thing.
Just listening. So you
Honestly, yeah.
preparing to for the upcoming conversation, so you can gain a hope.
So he opens the door and finds us there.
Yeah, he opens the door.
And
And
that's
the
Zeph's
3 of us
response.
all
Do you
tumble
like
in
fall
because we're
in?
like,
Dude, like what the fuck? You better explain yourselves now, strangers.
And that was Zeph's response was, wait, Kieran didn't... Wilhelm did... What the hell were...
We were
Why
waiting
are
to
you
be
in my-
invited in by Wilhelm or Kieran.
I am Severian, the Briar Warrior.
Look, sir.
He's like reaching back for
No,
the door.
No, just hold on. Look, we escorted your son safely back here, so he can vouch for that. I don't know why
Wilhelm?
he didn't.
Come here, please. You hear Wilhelm coming down. He goes, "What?"
And I just wave.
Hi, remember
like-
us?
yeah.
Did you forget something?
You left us on the other side of the door.
What? Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, Dad. Father. Sorry. Everybody. This is Prince Ridian Varel. This is the Pillar of War. This is my father. Father. These are my friends. I met them today. But they kept me safe. Not that I was in any danger. But and you can see like his skin is turning red.
Look,
like
that aside, look, please, sir. We have reason to believe, and depending on how long you've got, it's a long story, but we have reason to believe that the entire royal family is in danger. Immense, immediate danger.
he kind of turns
including
around.
you, including your son.
Where did you hear this from?
Including me?
What?
It's a long story.
You should sit
I know.
down.
Come inside, all of you.
All
right.
He's
with you?
okay.
Yeah.
He's
He is
fine.
with us.
I know. It's an acquired taste.
Is he sick?
No.
If you have any pets, maybe keep them in another room.
Yes.
Luckily, we do not have any pets.
As
Okay,
Mr.
good.
the
You're
dog
fine
is
then.
just also standing right by Severia.
Just shaking. Still not quite
eyes
used.
like cross-eyed, tongue hanging out.
Still hasn't quite figured out his body. He's like Chihuahua's just like constantly quivering.
Everybody come inside now. Please wait in the parlor. Let me go get into something more appropriate.
He's kind of wearing his like nightgown, getting ready for the night.
Did Wilhelm come down in pajamas?
No, he did not. He did have he had like oil in his mouth. He was like oil pulling back. As he like spits oil out. He goes, "Oh, wow, yeah, I just walked in the door and forgot everything. I just
Where's
Yeah, thanks
Kieran?
a lot. Yeah.
Kieran left.
Where?
I guess.
Why?
You know, Kieran, he just bamps out from time to time.
Not really that much of a surprise.
Oh, that's true.
It's not a surprise, but he was telling us how important it was to stay on task and focus on this mission.
Right?
Yeah, and how this was
So it
the
is a
most
little bit of a
important
surprise.
thing.
Seriously, literally the most
There
important
are
thing.
two possibilities. Kieran,
Did
as
he-
I know him, is a fearless leader who takes his responsibility very seriously.
Did he go to
But
the
there is
sewers?
the slim possibility that he's a complete and utter coward and that he's fled and we will never see him again.
Huh. Or maybe something else.
Care to shed any light on any of the additional conversation we may have missed, Wilhelm?
No, that is information that I will keep close to my chest.
We did save your life multiple times.
Meridian look like slow turns to you.
Wait, he's back.
I thought he was changing.
Oh, that's true.
Well, I mean, he could come
He
in.
did leave.
He
Never
could
mind.
come in.
back, but Jesus, the man changed fast.
Mascar has no filter, so
No,
This is true.
Ridian does not. Ridian comes around the corner. I'm sorry. What was that? What'd you say?
we did save his life.
So, there we
From
go.
potential dangers. Cool, kind of jump in from potential dangers, you being out so late, obviously, and he'll just kind of elbow Bass.
I mean, isn't that what we're here to communicate
Yes.
with him?
Oh, okay. Thank you for that. Please. So, what is this news that you have decided to infiltrate the Gorlitch Castle, my estate?
Well,
Are we still in the same room he was standing in when we were outside listening?
He kind of like moved over to the side. There's like a parlor to the side. That,
Okay.
Yeah, like not
I was
the
gonna
front
say,
hall.
like, let's leave because we were just
Well, we should-
eavesdropping.
yeah.
We should tell him everything.
I,
No,
mean, I really wish Kieran were
Yeah,
here. But
actually, I agree with Bassigar. I think the time for not laying our cards out on the table is past. If we can't trust Prince Ridian, then there is no one in the city we can trust.
I mean,
I agree, but please do sit.
you
Was all I was aiming.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
you do.
will choose not to.
Okay, we'll just
Alright.
stay by something soft.
so first
I
of
will
all,
stand just kind of close enough within my arm's reach to catch Ridian should
If
he fall.
Have you been
Yeah.
in this city long?
I grew up in the gutter run.
No,
Have you forgotten how to address those higher?
Yes.
I've been told you are a prince,
Did
and
you say
I.
he's the Pillar of War?
He is the pillar of war.
Sir Pillar of War, I am Severian Briar Warrior.
You may call me Lord Pillar of War or Prince Varel.
Prince Ridian Varel, Mr. Sir Pillar of War, Greatness, Highness.
That I can accept.
Yes, I am Severian Briar Warrior, and we have unfortunate news to deliver to you.
Deliver away.
There's a coup happening,
A what?
a chicken coop
No,
in the gutter run.
a coup.
I put a hand on Severian and say, "Close. We let them do the words, as we are not familiar with this, accustomed to Mr. Pillar of War."
Okay, he said there's a coup happening.
So, yeah. Your Highness, hello. My name is Serafina. I haven't been in Varela super duper long, but a couple months, and so it's hard to know where to start. But first of all, your son died earlier tonight, and Bassigar brought him back from the dead. So we want to start there, because there was an incursion in the area that he was in where creatures came out of the ground and tried to murder everyone. We took him into, what was Father Ulrich's place?
Oh, yes,
The
your
Keverin's
father.
Hollow.
Caverns Hollow, and Father Ulrich and our entire group, including Kieran, who seems to have vanished again, brought him back to life. your son can hopefully tell the truth, Wilhelm.
Prince Ridian looks
And as I
over.
say that, I am going to use tell no lies.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what happens when Kieran leaves.
Yeah.
So
Read that
You
so
left-
everybody knows
Yep.
what's happening.
So I will make a spellcast roll against a target within very close range. On a success, they cannot lie to me, but they are not compelled to speak. However, if they choose not to answer, they have to mark a stress.
Okay. You're targeting Wilhelm?
Yes,
Okay.
because I'm trying to get him to be honest
Yeah.
and worry less about what his dad thinks and more about just being honest.
I love it. Do it.
Hell yeah! Oh. That's a 22 with hope.
Yeah, claim that hope. As soon as you do that, explain. I want you to describe.
Well, so
what
here's the
happens.
thing. The target is unaware that this spell has been cast on them
Okay.
until they utter the truth.
Okay.
So he doesn't have to speak, but if he does, he takes stress. But if he does answer truthfully, then he's aware that I kind of helped him be honest.
Yeah. I'm more thinking like, I know he's not aware, but knowing that you are tapping into the Lumora around you immediately after you tell him to tell the truth, and tell him basically what the truth was. Wilhelm goes, yeah, I went down to the gutter run. Yeah, I was looking for Angelica. I was gonna run away. We were gonna run away together, and I was going to start a new life with her because you wouldn't allow me to come up here and bring her up here. And you can see him like he's starting to worry himself as he's talking about this.
He's just like
it's
reeling
just
back from his
blurting
own words.
I had plans. There was probably somebody waiting outside the gate for me, right? Oh my God, I hope they're okay.
Anyway,
but then
Wilhelm, I think you made your point, but besides that,
you see Ridian is like standing up and like
Prince
he is
Ridian.
like 3 shades of red at this point.
Just to really just veer away from that, I reach into my chest and say, and I pull out the amulet of the first blood and show it to him, and I go, there's a lot that you need to understand.
Where did you get that?
From my home.
I will deal with you later. As he looks down to Wilhelm, I will accept that you guys brought him back, and I will thank you for that later.
It's not thanks we're after, sir.
Your life
We're
is in
looking after
danger.
your safety.
My safety.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yours, your sons, the entire royal family.
This city is going to perish.
There's Ashen Ring folks that are not wanting the royal family to survive. What was it? Short dwarf guy, tall, skinny, kind of sickly looking fella?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We describe what we saw in the vision, those individuals, with as much detail as we can remember.
And
You are describing
it's almost to a T because Basigar has been replaying it in his mind.
Oh, yeah.
That would be Lord Calder Moorgrave. Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, whoever they are.
Yeah. Also, the voice of the pillar.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got a hit out on Zeph because he's actually related. Yeah, this is the king's illegitimate son. This
Are
is
you
Zeph.
fucking kidding me? What?
No, apparently
What
his
is
son,
going on?
Apparently it runs in the family.
We did you said it's a blood. We did a blood test.
Yeah, the king is the father.
What is? I don't want to. So you're telling me?
Would you like to sit down now?
3 princes in danger.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
2.
family. Well, I
2,
guess I
right?
should say, Your Highness.
Please don't.
What do you
Please, really.
Well, who's
Please
the
don't.
third?
What is the validity
Who's the
behind
second?
this? Do you know?
Well, Prince Wilhelm and
his
Prince
mother.
Zeph, I guess. Well, who's the third prince?
You're looking at him?
Him.
Bridian, Wilhelm.
He's in danger
Zeph.
now. He said there was a third prince earlier.
There's 3 here. Go on.
Oh, this is starting to be funny. I told you this was going to bite you in the ass. And he's looking at Wilhelm. Wilhelm is just kind of like sitting there, just like still wondering why the fuck he just said all of that shit. And is kind of like looking back at you, kind of in a disappointed, like, how dare you, like, look. What they're saying is true, Father. There is a hit on everybody, and we knew that the families, the heirs, were in danger. That's nothing new. But I saw something. They saw. It was. I don't yell, but I had another vision. God, what I tell you about those? That's just a fucking dream, son.
We all had it. The same one.
This vision.
Kieran too.
The same one.
The same one.
Do you know who the assailant is going to be?
We only saw the 2 that we described, and we know of the pillar.
Well, and also those with the 2 soldiers at the gate.
Oh yeah, those assholes.
The first ones from the gutter run to the ash ward, they definitely were on. There is definitely
They're members of
the
not
soldier.
the royal guard, but the guard from the lower realms that have been infiltrated with mercenaries that have been hired off to look for these individuals that are part of this hit scheme.
We believe that Elwyn may be one of the other primary threats.
Yeah.
Elwyn Daris, the mouth.
Yeah.
Oh.
The
Great.
Just to, add to the fun.
The reason why my companion and I are here is what is happening in this city is reached far beyond your walls. And we think the answer is here.
And I'm sorry,
And-
speaking of the giant speaking fungal, did we talk about the mushroom men?
Yes, that killed Wilhelm.
Yeah, the Funnins.
We didn't get into too much detail, and I will expect a full report later, whether you guys give it to me. Do you guys need a place to stay?
Yes.
Yeah, well, and that's like the stuff in the sewer too.
Yeah.
You guys look like you know what you're doing. Thank you
Yes,
for
and
keeping
we
my
were-
son alive and within the city limits.
We were chosen by God.
Kind of all of them.
Kua, goes to correct Severian.
And the other ones.
And then just stops.
Where's your designation? You're far from the Onyx Spires. What brings you back to this town? Is your master dead?
He is. He's passed peacefully.
I'm sorry to hear that. He was a good man.
He was.
Are you to return?
He gave me no instruction. He lamented the state of the crown, the fall of the wise king's era.
Speaking of, I think you should come with me. All of you. Do I have to? I hate going in there. Well, they kept you alive this long. I'm not leaving you out of my sight.
Zeph goes up, puts his arm around Wilhelm, says, "Come on, cuz. Let's go."
You guys are going to have an audience with the king.
Oh, I had a feeling you were going to say that.
I was afraid he was going to say that.
Right this way. And he leads you down the hallway. It is a long walk. As you walk down several wings, you go into the main entrance and the main grand foyer of Castle Gorlitch proper. You see all the wings. There's gore-bound guards standing at attention by all of the pillars walking, and they snap to attention and put their halberds in salute as Prince Ridian and Prince Wilhelm walk by. They don't even pay him any mind as they snap back into rest as they walk past them. Lead you up
several flights of stairs to a chamber where looks like there's just a disarray of tinctures and bottles and potions and alchemical supplies just on tables outside this massive door entrance. Beyond the door, you can hear some mumbling. Where do you go?
Speaking of him, every shadow that I get close enough as we passed, I'm going to kick at about shin height into every shadow that I see.
Yeah.
What is that game? Gears of War. If you look into the shadows too long, like somebody pops out of it.
Yeah. So I'm just like half expecting Kieran to have just like dumped this on us and following us along in the shadows. So I'm just kicking in every shadowy corner I can at shin height. It's like,
all right. Well, you tell me, Kieran. Does he find you?
He does not.
Okay.
Right
That's
before Kieran goes, I think if there's a moment Prince Ridian is kind of out of our earshot of Prince Wilhelm, Basagar will kind of go up and just quietly, kind of not console, but just state, your son is alive. He was only doing what he thought was right at the time, and given everything that he has been through, please it's okay. And just kind of just steps back.
Your advice has been accepted, but do not tell me how to raise my son.
And just kind of falls back.
Kieran, we're in the world.
where'd you go, buddy?
Where'd you go, man?
What you doing?
I think by the time they've left Ridian's office, Kieran is already at the side of the bed where the king lies.
Okay.
You little shit.
Seraphina's writing a song in her head. She's like, Kieran, that motherfucker.
Alongside at least one of his siblings, whoever's still in the castle.
Mm-hmm. Which sibling is by your side? Out of the many that
there's
are...
more.
I think his youngest sister, Sylvan.
Nice,
Sylvan?
you get
Yes.
brothers and sisters. Yay.
Sylvan is kneeling by King Elric's bedside. King Elric is unresponsive, not gone, but unconscious, so to speak. There's small responses of him squeezing, like her hand as she's asking questions, and just kind of like, petting her hand, and just like tears welling up. She looks over. Do you think he's gonna make it?
Ridian doesn't think so.
I don't know why. It seemed like he was gonna pull through yesterday.
Have you heard anything about the team sent out in search of a cure?
They've brought back everything they know. We've had seraphs and alchemical scientists trying to make something. But nothing seems to pull him out of it.
Has he spoken a word since falling into this stupor?
He's asked for you.
Me?
He said he would not talk to anybody unless you were beside him.
Well, I am here now. And Kieran reaches over and grasps the king's other hand.
You're on the other side. As you grasp his hand, it is cold, almost bony, gaunt. He is a image of sickness, but you remember him as a powerful, wise, kind-hearted soul, and that's all that you can see. You don't see the sickness. You don't see the almost what looks like decaying body. Maybe it's what you refuse to see. But as soon as you touch his hand squeezes. What do you say to him at this moment?
Father, I have returned.
His eyes open slightly. Galen.
Is that you, boy?
Yes, Father, it is me.
I think time is wearing down.
You will pull through, Father. I
have felt like I've done so many good things in my life. Why does it feel like now the one bad thing I did is catching up?
Father, what are you speaking of? What is this? What?
I don't know.
You can see as he's kind of like he grips his hand, and you're used to seeing his sigil ring on his finger. He still has the Varel sigil of the 5th generation on another finger, what looks like a smaller ring. It's got like a ruby encrusted in it. He is, kind of like, you haven't seen that ring before, but
there is darkness in our lineage. It is one that I tried to hide through acts of valor. I am afraid that darkness has squashed the light. You must listen to me, son.
I'm listening.
The hour draws near. I can feel it. I've always seen your heart. I've always known if anybody in this family is going to redeem the crown, it would be you.
He takes his sigil ring off and puts it in your hand.
Father, I am the least among.
That is why you are perfect. Your brothers will not take kindly to this, but it is my choice.
Silwyn is like wide-eyed, like, like, Father, are you sure? Like, you're sick, Father. It's maybe just wait till we get better. Why are you giving up so soon? And he kind of laughs.
Silwyn, my lovely, lovely daughter, you remind me of someone I once loved.
And he kind of pats her hand.
I wonder if it's not too late. Can you find somebody for me?
I will do my best to find anyone. Whatever you require, Father.
As
asking you shall receive, baby.
As we come in, da 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 da.
As this happens,
For the benefit of the audience, the looks going around the table throughout that were many and varied.
Mm-hmm.
He looks towards you.
Like I said, this dies with you. You are the only one that knows.
And Silwyn's like wide-eyed, and he kind of looks.
Both of you are the only one that know. Find Tommen. He might know where Vanessa is. Bring them here. I must see them.
He kind of coughs a little bit. He goes through as you hear a knocking at the door. King Elric, this is your brother, Prince Ridian, with guests. And you hear, you can let them in.
What are you waiting for, Kieran?
Yeah, Kieran, open the door.
Kieran just shrugs and kind of scrunches his face at the thought of engaging with us.
Yeah.
Open the door.
He's like, I duck behind the bed and disappear.
Not quite time yet.
At this point, you guys are standing outside the door. You hear knocking. Prince Ridian is standing side by side with Prince Wilhelm, waiting for the door to be opened. King Elric, this is your brother, Prince Ridian, with guests. As Prince Ridian announced himself that he had guests, you don't hear anything come from the other side. It was way too weak of a voice to carry through that thick of a door. But there is a pregnant pause as Ridian looks down at you, knocks again. King Elric, it is your brother, Ridian. And he goes to open the door. It's locked. King Elric, guards. And he kind of looks in. The guards come down, going through. He goes, King is not responding, and kind of looks as the guards kind of walk through. There's kind of windows that have curtains on them. There's no glass per se, but the guards come through as you watch an arrow shoot through as one of the guards falls down. The guard drops down. The other guard looks at him, takes a moment in shock before his muscle memory kicks in. He kind of pulls through, pulls up to the wall itself, kind of looks over, goes through, and he goes, "Fuck, we got!" As another arrow goes through that guard's face. The guard, as you watch, as an arrow goes through the guard's face, as it goes to turn to look at you, he looks you can see his eyes kind of roll back in his head for a second, and he kind of stops and stumbles as his body hits the ground. You hear thuds, you hear a commotion, you hear some type of yelling. There is a moment where the King Elric kind of looks, and he goes, he starts laughing. Of course, it's tonight. The other two guards that are walking down the other way, they both get just arrows. One catches an arrow in the upper shoulder, kind of spins around, falls down to the ground, starts picking up a crossbow, and he's got this crossbow that's affixed to a rotation to where it can be rotate and reload itself, and he kind of stops, and he kind of looks in, and he goes, you see him shoot through the window. You hear a loud fall off somebody fall off the battlement, but it looks like there is a heavy onslaught of barrage at this point. What are y'all doing?
I immediately shield most of the group and shove them closer to the door, and I look to my companions in the look of, get this door open.
I'm just going to take a peek through the window, not long enough for anyone to shoot my face off, but just see what the fuck is going on out there.
So you look out the window as you see guards or you see what looks like adversaries in black robes or black leathers. It's dressed in black cloaks, almost rappelling off of the ceiling and the tops of the battlements. You look down, the battlements that you saw fully guarded are empty.
So is this very reminiscent of the fight in the alley?
No, not
Like the assailants on the roof.
No, they're not wearing the Ashen Ring robes. That is just like they're stealthed. Like they're just wearing black. So they're not floating. They just look like almost like trained guards at this point coming down. But they are. You look through the windows and they are. You don't want to poke your head out too much because you saw 4 guards just get destroyed by doing the same thing.
Just do a
kind of turkey peek,
quick scan to get an idea of how many.
Give me a perceive.
I'm gonna help, and how I'm gonna help is I'm gonna grab one of the guards that's already been shot.
Yeah. So spend a hope and add a d6.
And I'm just gonna run past the window so that he can count the number of arrows that go in this body.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Love it.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's only a 1. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. That brings me up to a 10 with hope.
10 with hope. There you go. 10 with hope. It's hard to get a full count, but Kua grabs a body and you start running in front of the windows, and it just starts getting peppered with arrows. This is a highly trained attack force that is shooting with almost deadly accuracy. But you roughly maybe about 10 to 12-ish, maybe. Could be less, could be more. It was hard to tell based off of the quick movements.
He ducks back against the wall with the door, so away from the window. It looks at everyone else. About, I don't know, like at least a dozen. Lots of assailants. He looks down at the lock. Fuck. Can't believe I'm going to say this, but I actually wish Kieran were here right now.
You hear Rydian go, "Is anybody in? Open the door!" Pop! And starts slamming on the door.
I look to you to just break the door down.
I'll try to break the door down.
As he tries this, Kieran is already on the move, opening the door.
I know, I'm going to swing on you.
As you open the door, there's what happens?
I swing.
You swing. Okay. You guys explain that.
Are you punching? Are you punching the door? Or are you running into it?
I've got my sword out. I'm just trying to full on chop it up. 20.
Oh. This is the first damage I'm taking all game.
Nice. First damage of season 1.
I could I am your shield, but I won't.
As you open the door, you
because
see
you wouldn't have
Kieran
expected it to be
standing
Kieran.
there. Your sword strikes true. Go ahead and roll damage.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, don't forget you have a rally dice.
I'm not using it.
I know, I'm kidding.
20?
It's a hit.
Or 22, actually. No, 24. Oh my God. I'm adding up all my numbers.
Every time he looks at his sheet, the number goes
I'm making
up.
sure I have the right numbers here.
That is approaching double my severe.
Oh, no, it is not.
Double my severe would be 26. So,
yeah, you take a sword straight to the clavicle as you see a friend where a door once was, because you were swinging for the fucking door, man.
Oh yeah, I was getting ready.
You were swinging hard.
He just became king, and you're already doing regicide.
It's about fucking
fuck.
It's about fucking time.
That's what we were about to say. What the fuck?
Steph starts pushing people through the door.
Get the fuck in here.
And that is where we're going to pick up next episode.
Out of compassion, after pulling my sword out of you, I'll start to lick your wound. To show you that I'm truly apologetic.
Does he taste first bloody?
Actually? Surprise!
Never mind, this is the encore. He tastes very, very much like
I feel extremely bad until I taste that taste. I freeze in place. My tongue just drops out of my double jaw. And yeah, ended there.
And we end with Severian's tongue drooping out of his mouth, much like the end of our Session 0.
That was fitting.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Let me end here by saying thanks for listening to Tales by Daggerlight. We are one big happy family.
Hashtag Kieran did nothing wrong.
Hang on. Take 2 hope.
Yep.
And anyone else down any hope?
Oh yeah, are you spending your prayer dice?
I mean, I can use an extra one.
I'm at 3.
Okay, then
Yeah,
go from
Bass
3
could
to
use
6.
them.
Okay.
Right? You have how many? You have
Sweet.
3.
I got 1 fear. I burnt through all my fear killing those guards for you.
Well, thank you for
You're
that.
welcome.
Well, here's to hoping you all enjoyed this session.
Hey, but
I fear the next one will be dangerous.
But if you haven't chime in. We've got all of our social media and everything. Trying to be better about promoting ourselves. So share it with your friends. If the story wasn't interesting up until now, it fucking better be.
I hope
I'm
so.
interested.
Share it with your family because,
it's family friendly.
Family friendly.
Those of you who've been listening with us since the beginning, tell us how you feel about Kieran. Did Kieran do nothing wrong? Is he the villain of this story? Let us know what you think.
Oh, we will have words.
On a scale of 1 to 10, let us know how firm you are.
Wait.
No. I don't want to know. You tell.
You can tell Kai that specifically.
Yeah. Directly.
Or make some fan art of it. I don't know.
I repeat, we are not that kind of podcast.
But no, that being said, please check out, just like Jeff had said, check us out. If you have fan art, we love to see fan art. So send it to...
you can send it to talesbydaggerlight@gmail.com, or we also should be live today, or maybe we got it up last week. We're recording this a little in advance, so don't quote me on timelines, but we have a fan art submission on our website, talesbydaggerlight.com. So send it in by email or go to our website and go to the fan art page and go ahead and submit it there. Any of them that we like will also be publishing there, so go and check out what some of the other incredible artists in the community have shared with us.
Discord?
Yeah.
Right?
And Discord.
Discord, yeah. Join us on Discord. Chat with us all. I am very active on Discord, and I hope I will be in the future. Man, that
you have
weird.
Will been.
I have been active a little bit on Discord, but we love seeing you. Thank you for Darrington Press for making this game. They are incredible. Go check them out and everything that they do. Go in the void. Check out, do what you need to do. Tell us about your Daggerheart adventures. We'd love to hear it. Love to see it.
Oh yeah.
Love y'all. Thank you. And make sure you tune in next time, because as always, the fate of our adventurers is TBD.
Bye.
Bye.
Farewell.
I am Severian, the Briar Warrior.